Not gonna lie, I got a little chilly room right here. It's beautiful. Yeah. I mean, it's fucking perfect. Hope nobody heard me say that.
Yeah, you should be able. I heard them earlier.
Okay,
No problem.
perfect. Thanks.
I'm gonna leave this open just a little bit.
Okay, cool. Somebody needs to get me. Yep.
Hey, Matthew, can you hear us?
Yes.
Awesome.
Can't see
Ready to
anything.
get started?
Yeah, fire away.
Okay, we're going to take our first question from Trent Dilfer. I'm going to allow you to talk now, Trent.
Matt, congratulations, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
With Panini, and Gavin Ass is our Panini Super Bowl kid reporter. I'm going to hang up, and he's about to ask you the best question you'll get all day.
Okay, sweet.
Congratulations, Matthew, on making it to the Super Bowl. I have a question for you.
All right, fire away, buddy.
My question is, what was your first thought when you heard you were getting traded? And what were some things you had to get used to in moving from Detroit to LA?
My first thought was, man, I was excited. I was excited about the opportunity to come to Los Angeles, play for this great organization with the great teammates that I'm going to have the opportunity to play with, and for a great coaching staff. At the same time, I was really thinking back about how appreciative I am of so many of the great teammates and players, that I got to play with in Detroit. Thankful to the Ford family for my opportunity to play in this league. But at the same time, I was pumped about being able to get to LA. Some things I had to get used to, just about everything. It was a total different, situation for me and my family, both on the football field and off. But there's been great support here, both with our team and throughout the community to help my family and myself kind of, integrate as quickly as we possibly could. And we're here today, getting this great opportunity to play in this game. So it's been a whole lot of fun. Thanks for the question, though.
Thank you.
We'll take our next question from Claudia Gestra.
Hi, Matthew. Congratulations again. Moments like this must be very special for you. You were brought here to help the Rams win a Super Bowl. What kind of pressure are you feeling right now?
Yeah, I mean, these opportunities are what you play the game for. I'm so lucky to be in this situation and being able to go out and battle one more time with this great group of guys that I have as teammates and coaches. As far as pressure goes, I mean, we say it around here all the time. Pressure is a privilege. That means, something is expected of you, and we expect that of ourselves anyway. So, I think the biggest thing is just the overall excitement for this opportunity, knowing what it took to get here. All the great players, on our team that are either, still playing with us or got injured in the process or, are helping us get a look, in practice. I mean, everybody's had such a huge role in this. You're just playing for those guys, playing for your teammates, playing for your brothers.
We'll take our next question from Kevin Frazier.
Hey, Matthew. Happy birthday. Good to see you. Last time we talked in SoFi, we talked about you getting here for this big game. But want to ask you how you're celebrating your birthday today, and what's the big celebration? And also, did you happen to see The Rock comparing himself to Joe Burrow, that picture he took?
As far as celebrating my birthday, I'm here talking to you nice people and doing a bunch of that today. Got a little, work in at the facility. There's going to be plenty of time to celebrate my birthday after this, after this week. So I'm just hanging with the family at the house tonight, just having a good time with them. And as far as seeing The Rock compare himself to Joe Burrow, I did not. I have seen the side-by-side photos of Joe's outfit post-game last week and The Rock. I think that's what he was going for, but I'm not on social media. I'm not up with a lot of the trends, but it seemed like a sweet look.
Good luck.
Appreciate it.
We'll be taking our next question from Justin Rogers.
Hey, Matt, it's been a while. Good to see you again.
You too.
Hey, you kind of mentioned it in the opening comments, but from the game where you played the Lions in LA, you saw the support that you had there from the Detroit fan base still, and I'm sure you're aware of the groundswell of support you've had from former teammates as you've made this run. Is there any sense that you're playing for more than just yourself and your current team here, that you're playing for, those that supported you here in Detroit and those former teammates that battled with you all those years here with the Lions?
Yeah, I mean, I think we all are. I mean, if we sit here and say, we're not a product of our experiences, or we haven't learned from some of the things that we've had go on in the past, or haven't picked up things from great teammates or coaches along the way, we'd be lying to ourselves. I think we all are playing for not only the guys in this locker room, but the people who have helped us get to this position. And there's so many people in Detroit, and important people in my life that have helped me get here. The Ford family was unbelievable in giving me the opportunity to even come into this league and play this game that I love. They supported me and pushed me, for years there. Still in contact with them and appreciate them so much, as I do with, so many teammates that I played with, both guys that are still playing and guys that, have retired. But I do appreciate so much, just everybody's support. And I know that when I'm out there playing, whether it's, this week in the Super Bowl or any other game, I'm a representation of those experiences that I've had with those people. And I feel like every time I step out on the field, I'm playing for not really myself, but for everybody that's helped get me there.
And those past 10 years have helped shape the player, that you are today. Is there any experience, lessons that you learned in Detroit that, specifically have applied to the run that you've leaned on, that applied to the run this year?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know that there was a single time or an instance, but I think, just the ability to, to overcome adversity. I mean, I know that sounds cliche, but there was plenty of time in Detroit where, we were having a tough stretch of games, or I was having a tough quarter, or a tough half, whatever it was, and being able to just, trust yourself, trust your preparation, and go to work, and continue to work and trust your teammates and all that kind of stuff. That really, I still feel that way and think that way today. We had a tough stretch in our season this year in the month of November where, we didn't win, a football game and lost 3 in a row there. I didn't play particularly good football, but we just continued to work and we continued to trust each other, continue to understand that the process of us going to work every single day is what's going to get us out of that. And I'm hoping that, if I bring that attitude and guys, if I help turn one guy's attitude on this team, maybe it helped us get to this point. But that's things that, you don't really learn unless you go through some tough times, some tough adversity. And there were some times in Detroit that really, taught me that. And, I've carried it with me.
Thanks, Matthew. Happy birthday.
All right. Thanks, Justin.
Our next question from Dylan Schefter.
Hey, Matthew, long time no see. Happy birthday.
Thank you. How you doing?
Present to be in the Super Bowl. I'd say that's a good birthday present. But you have 4 young daughters. So have you ever described the Super Bowl to them? And if so, what was that conversation like?
Yeah, I mean, my wife, Kelly, she's done a decent job of trying to catch them up to speed. I think they went to school the other day and told their teacher that my dad's going to the Super Bowl, and their teacher was like, I know, we'll all be cheering for him. And then that kind of threw them off. They're like, how did you know that? They don't really understand the magnitude of it, I don't think. But they're pumped that dad's in the Super Bowl, and it's one more football game that they get to watch and cheer on. So, they're everything to me. It's so fun to get to go home to them every single day, see them, and the joy they bring me is pretty unbelievable. So, it'll be fun playing in front of them and getting a chance to go play one more game with these guys.
Awesome. Thanks.
Thank you.
We'll be taking our next question from Jordan Rodriguez.
What's up, Matthew? How you doing?
Doing good. How are you?
Good, thanks. Wondering what you remember about working with Brian Callahan, what you can tell us about the type of person he is, the type of teacher he was, or collaborator with you, and if you guys have talked at all or caught up heading into, obviously, this week.
Yeah, Callie's a special guy. Was a great coach for me. Spent a lot of time talking football with him and talking life. I mean, he's an unbelievable coach. He's a great person. I really got to know him well, and I've kept in touch with him over the years. And we texted kind of right after the game a couple weeks ago. Just saying excited for each other, excited for the opportunity to go play each other and compete. But he's a rising star, man. He's a great mind, and just happy I got to spend some time with him. And I know, the Bengals got to be extremely happy to have him on the staff doing what he's doing, helping out their guys.
Awesome. We'll take the next question from Sergio V.
Hi, thank you very much. This is Sergio Venegas from Deportese.com from Mexico City. First of all, congratulations to reach the final of the Super Bowl. I want to ask you 2 questions. First of all, this could be the very important game of your career so far. And now, are you aware that you become a hero for many persons? But I want to ask you, who is in your life your hero? Thank you very much, and I wish you the best luck for the Sunday.
Thank you very much. As far as your first question on the importance of this game, absolutely. I think we all understand the magnitude and the importance of it. At the same time, once the ball's snapped, that's going to be another football game. We got to go out there and execute. We got to play, to the best of our ability, trust each other, trust ourselves, and go out there and just have fun playing it and enjoying the experience. As far as my hero, it's just my family. I mean, my dad, taught me how to throw a football. My mom taught me so many other things in life, how to deal with situations and how to deal with people and appreciate people. I just have so many people that have helped me get here along the way. But just my parents, I was so lucky to grow up in the house that I grew up in with, my mom and my dad and my sister, keeping me level-headed, keeping me, the person that I am today, curious and appreciative of people and relationships. Those are the people that, got me here and I guess you could call them my heroes.
Okay, we'll take the next question from Danny H. from The Ringer.
Hey, Matt, I'm sure you're really happy to be spending your birthday with all of us. So happy birthday.
Yeah, you got it. Thanks.
So you've been great against the blitz this year. You beat that all-out blitz from Tampa Bay. You beat that blitz against the Niners last week. By some advanced metrics, you were the best quarterback against the blitz in the entire league this season. Does any part of you actually like being blitzed?
I don't know. I'm just trying to play each play as its own. I think part of my success is the ability that I have, surrounding me. I have so many great players around me. Just do a great job of trying to get the ball in their hands and let them do their thing. And guys up front that are doing an unbelievable job keeping me clean when they do decide to pressure. Do you like the blitz? Yeah. I mean, there's certain times where it takes less guys out of coverage, and you've got the ability to go out there and attack them with one less defender out there. Then yeah, that's great. But I think the part that is made us so successful against the blitz is it's really everybody, right? Our offensive line has done such an unbelievable job. Our backs do a great job picking up those blitzes. And then, I might throw a 5-yard pass to Cooper, Odell, Van, Higbee, whoever it is, and those guys run for 15 more. I'm getting a 20-yard completion. So I got to give a lot of credit to, all my teammates that have let that number kind of come to life.
We'll take our next question from Kurt Sandoval.
Hey, Matthew. Most important, A, happy birthday.
Thank you.
B, I'm curious if this was a normal 2 weeks between games, you'd have a bye week, you'd get away a little bit, those type of things. Sean had just explained he thinks about 80% of the game plan is in. How would you describe where you are Monday? You're sitting there in a beautiful Super Bowl sweat jacket. How different is this Monday? How hard is it? Because you've always really compartmentalized keeping it normal.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different week. It's a different 10 days, 2 weeks, whatever it is, than the normal one. Nobody was getting out of town last week, and everybody was kind of dialing in, doing everything they can to make their body and their mind feel as good as they can for this game coming up. Our coaches did a great job of getting ahead, and we do feel confident in what we want to run and what we want to go do. But at the same time, we had yesterday off, was able to spend some time with my family and kind of decompress and understand that, we're going to have a big week coming up. So let's have some time to just kind of get away for a little bit. So I think it's been a great balance. I think the biggest thing for me is just whatever the goal is for the day to go get done, let's get that done. Don't look too far ahead. Don't look too far behind. If our goal today was to come in and do X, Y, and Z, let's just do that to the best of our ability. And I think, that starts with coach. He does such a great job of kind of planning out and letting us know, hey, here's how this is going to go. Let's go attack each day as its own and understand that process is going to be, plenty to go out there and play with a quieted mind and play well.
We'll take our next question from Ryan Dunleavy.
Hey, Matthew, I'm wondering, when you broached the subject of a trade with the Lions, was that impacted at all by, hey, look, Tom Brady just went to a second team and won a Super Bowl, and now that you're doing it, do you give any thought to the idea that maybe others will do it? Like maybe franchise quarterbacks don't have to play 17 or 18 years for the same team anymore because of you and Tom?
Well, I definitely, did not think about what Tom had done. Our times at our, drafted teams were a little bit different. He won a bunch of Super Bowls. I was unable to, win a playoff game at that point. So we were, it was different times. I was not thinking about Tom, but just, thinking inside out what was going to be best for me, what was going to be best for the Lions and all that. As far as other guys doing it, I got no idea. I think every situation is unique in this league. I think I guess I'd leave it at that. I don't really know, what other guys would or thinking about moving, but it's just one of those things that happened for me. It happened to work out well, and I'm definitely just appreciative that I have this opportunity.
Next question we'll take from Patrick Crawley.
Hi, Matthew. I was wondering what it's like for you playing on such a superstar heavy team, and specifically what it's like having Cooper Kupp and OBJ as your main targets.
As far as a superstar heavy team, I think that's kind of what the outside world probably thinks of us. But for us, we just come into work every single day. We've got nothing but guys that want to come in here and work hard. From the top down, Aaron Donald sets the tone. I mean, that guy's an unbelievable worker. And his ability to push and drive our defense is second to none. Jalen Ramsey is the same. Von Miller has come in and just fit right in. And on the offensive side of the ball, it's the same way. Big Whit's been doing this for a long time, and he sets the tone for us on offense, does an unbelievable job leading the guys up front and really everybody. And then we have guys that just fill in and do their job every single day. For me, getting to work with Cooper and Odell has been, a blast. Obviously, I've gotten the full year with Cooper and his greatness and his ability to affect the game, both with the football, without the football. In any kind of way you can affect the game, he does it. Such a great teammate, such a great friend and football player. And then with Odell, he's come in since day one. His ability to grasp what we're asking him to do mid-season with no OTAs, no training camp. It was really, really impressive, from my standpoint, what he's been able to grasp, go out there and execute and play. He's been huge for us in the playoffs. He's had big games for us in the last couple games that have really propelled us, to the position that we are today. And we're going to need more of the same from him. But it's been a blast working with those guys. Really, everybody on this team. I just pinch myself sometimes thinking about the opportunity I'm getting to do. Play this game. In the Super Bowl with a bunch of great teammates and a bunch of great coaches. Just happy for the opportunity.
Next question we'll take from Julian G.
Hey, Matt, congratulations on making the Super Bowl. This is obviously what you came here for. This game is a dream come true for you. So what's your biggest challenge of staying in the moment and making sure you get it done on Sunday?
Yeah, as far as what I came here for, I came here for a new beginning, a new opportunity, to go out there and play football with a great team. Just because I came here, it doesn't mean we were going to get to this point. So many guys have sacrificed so many things along the way to help us get here. Guys that are either playing with us still or are injured and are not able to play. I think about Robert Woods. I think about Johnny Munt. I think about Sebastian Joseph Day. And there's so many guys that have helped us get to this point. And, we need every single one of those guys, and I appreciate every single one of those guys so much for helping us get to this point. But as far as staying in the moment, I flipped the tape on and watched the Bengals, and that'll keep you in the moment real quick. I mean, they're a really talented football team. Do a great job on defense. The side of the ball that I'm looking at of mixing the looks, giving the quarterbacks a bunch of things to look at. And they're doing all that with big time players. So, it's easy for me at the moment to just kind of stay in it, lock in at what the task is at hand, go about my business. And I'm sure on Sunday I'm going to be as excited as I've ever been playing a football game. There's no question about that, understanding, the magnitude and all that. But at the same time, once the ball's snapped, it's a football game. Go out there, play, have fun, enjoy the moment with my teammates.
Take our next question from Gary Klein.
Hey, Matthew. Just curious, having already gone through 1 week of, build up, are you to the point yet where you can't wait for this to get to this game? Or do you think you'll be at that point at some point here later in the week?
There's still more to do, from a football standpoint for us. So, don't feel like we're at that point, right now. And I think the way coach has this week planned out for us, I think he's going to have us primed and ready to go right when Sunday hits. So we're excited about that. Is there anticipation? Is there excitement? Absolutely. It's what you dream of doing when you're a kid out in the backyard playing catch with your dad is going out there and getting a chance to play in Super Bowl. So excited about that. Not downplaying that, but at the same time, Coach has a great plan for us. We got a bunch of guys that are veteran players who understand how to get themselves ready to go play football games, and this one's no different.
We'll take our next question from Stacy Dales.
Hey, Matthew, I couldn't be happier for you. Happy birthday. I'm
Thank
just
you.
so pumped for you. My question is kind of a two-parter really quick. Have you heard from Megatron specifically? And after all you guys did together, start there. And then the follow-up, what area of your offense do you believe specifically has gone to a different level in the playoffs?
Yeah, I have heard from Calvin. I've heard from a bunch of old teammates. He was such a big part of my success in Detroit. It was such a great learning experience for me to watch a guy that's the greatest, at his craft at that position at the time, and to just the way he went around about his business, the way he treated people, the way he, did everything really was such great class and work ethic and all that. It was so fun for me to be around that and see that. So I appreciate him so much. As far as what our offense has done, I mean, I think, it's just been kind of a continuation of what we've been able to do in the regular season. Our guys up front are doing a heck of a job of winning the line of scrimmage. It always starts with those guys. They're winning the line of scrimmage, both in the run game and in the pass game. Our backs are running physical. Our guys on the outside are making plays. And that's what it boils down to, taking care of the football and just executing when you have the opportunity to go out there and execute. So, I think that's something that kind of gives us, a quiet mind going into this one as we just continue to play our football game to understand it's not going to be perfect. At times there's going to be 3 and outs. There's going to be, times where you don't score points on a drive, whatever it is. But being able to trust each other, trust our team, continue to play, it's been what's, been setting us apart and helping us get to this point.
So we'll take our next question from Emily from NBC.
Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Okay. Hi, it's Emily from Access Hollywood here. So Matthew, if we were casting the movie of your life, who do you think would play you?
That's a great question. I have no idea. I'll say Leonardo DiCaprio. He's one of my favorites. Big time actor. Special actor. I don't know how he is at throwing the football, but modern technology, I'm sure we can make it look good.
Thank you. Happy birthday.
You got it. Thanks.
We'll take our next question from Dylan Hernandez.
Hey, Matthew. I kind of piggybacking off some of the questions about Detroit. I spoke to some people over there, and one thing that they said they appreciated about you was, no matter how you were feeling physically, if you were injured, no matter how many games the team had lost, that, you always kept going back out there. I was just kind of wondering, during kind of the roughest periods, what was it that kind of kept you going? And also, could you kind of describe to us, from LA, what the Detroit football fan is like?
Yeah. As far as what kept me going, that was my teammates, my teammates, that fan base, the Ford family, that coach staff. I mean, there's so many people that go into, getting to Sunday and playing football. There's so many teammates on my team that were battling just as much as I was. They weren't the quarterback of the team, so nobody was caring about it or writing about it as much. And I knew if they were going out there and battling, to be out there and play for me, that I needed to be able to do the same for them. And that goes to the fan base as well. I mean, they, had an expectation of what I was going to do when I was out there, what it was going to look like when they came to a Detroit Lions game. And I want to make sure that was their experience, more often than not. So that's kind of how I stood with that. And then as far as what Detroit fans are, I mean, they were extremely loyal. They were great. They were passionate. All the things you want fans to be. Unbelievable to me and my wife and my family and the community, how many times we were out to eat or playing with our kids in the park, whatever it was, and the support that we felt from them, not only when the times were good, but when my wife was going through, some of the things that she was going through health-wise, or maybe, we weren't winning football games. They were always supportive and people that, cared about not only the Lions and me, but my family and us as people. So, always going to have a soft spot for Detroit in my heart, and just appreciate them.
Take our next question from Stephen Holder.
Hey, Matthew. You've talked a lot about Detroit, but I'm wondering specifically what having to wait this long for this opportunity, and one that many players never even get. What has that taught you about just the elusiveness of this opportunity, to play for a title, and just how hard that is, and what does that do in terms of you valuing the opportunity?
Yeah, I mean, I probably bring a little bit of a unique perspective to this team when it comes to that kind of stuff. Just because of the success they've had here in the recent past, it's unbelievable what Sean's been able to do since he got here. Taking the team to the Super Bowl and playoff runs. It seems like every single year. So I obviously didn't have that at the beginning of my career, but it's at the same time it's made me the player that I am, the teammate that I am. So I'm definitely appreciative for the opportunity. Know that they're extremely few and far between and tough to come by, and something that can only be achieved through a bunch of hard work, a bunch of guys pulling in the same direction. So just proud to be a part of this team and excited for the opportunity.
Come back to Jordan Rodriguez.
Hey, Matthew, thanks for the follow-up. As you have gotten to know Sean and worked with him in collaboration on various parts of this offense, including problem solving in many ways when you guys come across it, what is it like to troubleshoot things with him? And what is it like to disagree with him and work through something?
It's awesome, to be honest with you. It's probably unlike any other collaboration I've had with a coach. He and I are so close in age, and I have so much respect for how he sees the game and how he builds this offense. And I feel like he has a lot of respect for my vision and my understanding of the game as well. So, do we see eye to eye every single second of the day? Absolutely not. Do we work together to make sure that we're doing what's best for our team? Absolutely. And do we disagree in game? Do we disagree on the sideline? Do we disagree, in practice and all that? Yeah, but that's part of what makes this so special is understanding those moments have helped us get to where we are today, and it's always with healthy respect and healthy understanding of what the other person's job is, and just appreciation for it. I mean, his ability to step in on throughout the week, build the game plan out, and then step in on Sundays and call the game the way he calls it is unbelievable. His calm under pressure, his ability to get us in situations to go out there and succeed as players is something that we don't take for granted. We understand how hard it is and how much work he puts into doing it. And at the same time, I know he feels the same way about the quarterback position and how difficult it is, and how I'm an extension of him out on the field. I'm trying to problem solve as the game is going, and so we have these great comments, these great talks together that help our team. That's all we all want to do is help our team succeed. But it's been great working with him. He's such a smart guy, but such a relatable guy as well. So it's been fun.
Take our next question from Gary Klein.
Hey, Matthew. Thanks for the second time around. You had mentioned, I think, last week that you had some high school friends, buddies that might be coming out to the game. Just curious what that means to you, why that's important to you, and what it means maybe to have them there rooting you on.
Yeah, it means a lot. Those are guys that I kind of started my football journey with, and started playing high school football. Played, obviously middle school and stuff before that, but our high school team was a pretty solid team, and some of those guys are still some of my best friends today. So I just appreciate those guys. I appreciate the support they've shown me for so long. They knew me way back when, and they followed me and supported me in so many ways. And whether it be in Detroit, Los Angeles, University of Georgia, whatever it is, so many good friends, teammates, and guys that didn't play with me, buddies back home that in Dallas that I know are pulling for me, which I can, I really can't appreciate. And I get notes, I feel like daily from my mom, dad, sister, whoever it is back home, just saying, so ran into so and so, they're happy for you, fired up for you. It means a lot. Just kind of brings me back to when I started playing this game and what I love so much about it, and that's just competing and creating those relationships with teammates and coaches and people that are involved in it. I mean, it's a special thing, and it means a lot that they're out there, cheering for me.
Take our next question from Raj Shaw. Raj, can you hear us? Okay. Raj, if you can hear us, we can't hear you, but raise your hand and we'll come back to you, okay? Next question we'll take from Nick Hamilton.
Hey, Matthew. Your wife has been very instrumental as far as just really digging into the fan base, as far as being a part of it, really building building the awareness even more. So obviously the tickets that she's been able to give away, which she's got kind of riled up the fans and really rallied around the fans as well. Just when you hear the fans really get behind her and really support her and it really embrace her as well as yourself into the Rams fan base, like what does that mean to you and how special is that for you?
It means a lot to me, just the fact that they, support me and support our team the way they do. The fact that they rally around her doesn't surprise me one bit. She's been such a great supporter of mine and whatever team I've been playing on for such a long time. I bet you go back and ask some fans in Detroit, just her passion and her, support of that team was pretty unbelievable. And it's carried over here into LA and, what she's, been able to do, with the tickets and all that kind of stuff. I mean, it's just who she is. It's just the person that she is. Everybody that gets the opportunity and is lucky enough to meet her and spend time with her knows what she's all about, knows that it's all coming from a place of love and support. And just so happy that she's in my corner pulling for me and pulling for the Rams. So it's been great to watch her, just support our team, support me, and having everybody rally around her means the world.
Thank you, Matthew.
You got it.
Next question we'll take from Jenny Taft. Jenny, can you hear us? Yeah. Jenny, if you, there you go.
Hi, can you actually, this is Jennifer Aguillon with Extra. Jenny Taft is our reporter, and she's on another window. Can you go to her?
Do you know what name she's under?
She should be under, what name are you under, Jenny? Jenny Taft, Jenny Gilroy. Do you see Jenny Gilroy?
I don't see, you're the only Jen in this call right now.
Okay. All right, let me see if I can get her on. But basically, I'm not sure, she must have had some, kind of issue. I know, but Mr. Stafford, I mean, congratulations and everything. Happy birthday, of course, this week. I do have to say, I know you talked about Kelly supporting you very well. We love seeing that loving relationship that you guys have with each other. She posted this really cool, fashionable picture of you today for your birthday. So wanted to know on Instagram, I don't know if you saw that.
I have not seen it.
You haven't seen it, okay. But just wanted to see in regards to like the keystone, for that relationship between you and her and how it's gotten you to where you're at right now.
Yeah, I think, just support. I've needed her so many times in my life and in my football career, outside of football, whatever it is. She's always been there and I've been able to rely on her. And I hope that, she feels the same way in her life, that there's been times where she's needed me, whether it be, as a mom, as a wife, whatever it is, just as a human being, battling something that, needed to be battled together. I hope that she always feels like, I've been able to help her and support her in those times as well. We share 4 unbelievable girls that are, the highlights of our lives, and watching her be a mom is something that's so special to me. The way she loves and cares for them, but at the same time, instills so many great values. And I mean, what better role model for my 4 girls to be able to see, do it is their mom. And that's something that a lot of times, I feel like people may have to look outside the house to see that, and being able to, show that their mom battled so many things and supported so many people and helped so many people out along the way is going to just, have so much value in their lives when they grow up as well. So just so happy that, I get to spend this awesome opportunity playing in this unbelievable game with the people that have been by me since the very beginning, supporting me, through good times and bad.
Take our next question from Jason Hahn.
Hey, Matt, can you hear me?
I can.
Great. Well, happy birthday, my man. Great to talk with you.
Thank you.
So you had quite a life-changing personal year since the trade to LA. and your family has also been along with you on this journey. What has their support meant to you throughout the transition from Detroit to LA, and how are they helping you now heading into Super Bowl Sunday?
Yeah, I mean, just matter of fact, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. Something that I would never have, made the decision to go in and ask to be traded to anywhere we were going to go with unless I had full support from, my family and understanding that, things were going to change, things were going to be different, both professionally and personally. So having that support is the reason that I'm here today. The fact that we got, chosen to join the LA Rams is something that, we feel so blessed to be a part of and have that opportunity. And how they're helping me today. I mean, every step of the way. Every step of the way this season, it hasn't all been perfect. Both on the field, off the field. There's been times where we've struggled on the field, and you get to go home to a wife and 4 little girls that just want to play dress up and want to talk to you about something other than football. It's a lot of times that's the exact thing I need. So they're always support me, always just by being themselves, and mean the world to me. So much fun that I get to share this opportunity with them, and I know they'll be cheering loud on Sunday.
Okay, we'll take our next question. We'll go back to Raj Shah.
Hey, Matthew, this is actually Diane Orsini. I'm taking the heat for Raj since he didn't know how to use the mute button before. So we're all diving into your relationships with Sean, with your wife, because we are all seeing that it's obviously very strong and it's working. Is there a relationship you have with somebody that we're not paying attention to, or we don't really see, that you can highlight that really helped you adjust and pretty much get to the level of play that you're playing at, which is, I think we can all agree, the best we've seen?
I would just say I rely so much, on my teammates. We have a bunch of great coaches. Our offensive coordinator, Kevin O'Connell, I spent so much time with him, throughout the week. Zach Robinson, as well, and Coach McVay. So I spend a bunch of time with those guys. But really the biggest thing for me is just trusting and relying on my teammates. I have so many great ones that I get to play with. Guys up front that are, just unbelievable to go to work with every single day. The passion and energy that they bring to the game, and really the toughness and the attitude is second to none. I appreciate those guys, and then all the guys that I'm surrounded with at the on the outside at the skill position spots. I mean, I feel so lucky to get to play with those guys and go to work with them every single day. The relationships you've hit on are the main ones, but there's so many along the way that really help us get to this point. And that's football players, football coaches. That's support staff in this building as well. I mean, the Rams do an unbelievable job of trying to support us as players, give us every opportunity to focus on football and make sure that what we're doing is locking in on our job and making it easy on us. So I appreciate so many people, so many relationships I've had that have helped me get to this point. I can't even begin to name them all, but everybody I come to work with every single day has the same mindset, and that's trying to go out there and win a championship and doing their role as best they possibly can to make that thing happen. And that's the reason we're here today.
Take our next question from Dennis W. from AP.
Hey, Matthew, with Cam Akers, as a teammate, what he went through, and the fact that he was able to come back, and not only come back, but play well, and now he's playing in the Super Bowl. Is it amazing to you to see that he was able to do that? And was there a point early on when, like for you, just knowing it, being around the league for so long, you've seen these injuries, how long it takes just to see him come back and play. What is that like for you?
It's honestly probably, I can't think of another injury comeback situation that I've ever been around that's even close. What he's been able to do, I remember getting the news that he tore his Achilles, working out right before training camp, basically, and was so sick for him. I mean, obviously we were going to miss him as a player on our team. He's such a great young talent, but I was just sick for him, and the fact that he's doing everything he can to work to be ready to go for a season, and this unfortunate thing happens. I just shot him a text and was like, man, it's all gonna be good. You're going to continue to work. I appreciate you. I know it's got to be tough, but let me know if I can ever do anything for you. And I remember getting a text from him and really talking to him soon after he had his surgery and started his rehab, and him telling me, hey, you guys make it to the playoffs and I'll be back. And, I just thought to myself, what a great mindset to have. There's no chance in hell that he's going to be back helping us out. And sure enough, he was the smart one. He knew what he was saying. But it just shows the power of his mind and the power of his body to be able to heal himself. And our guys in the sports performance area of our building, Reggie and those guys do an unbelievable job building out programs. And then watching him attack it day in and day out was unbelievable. It was nerve-wracking for me at times. I'd be in there getting ready for practice or something, and he started to jump rope for the first time. And I know how far out of surgery he is, and I'm just, cringing, hoping nothing bad happens. And the fact that he's out there playing as good a football as he's playing, that's a testament to him, and how powerful the mind is and how strong of a kid he is to be able to get that done, put his mind to it, get it done, and still come out and play really, really good football. I'm just happy for him. I mean, what a sensational year to be able to come back and help us out. It's pretty outstanding.
We'll take our next question from Stu Jackson.
Hey, Matthew, wanted to ask you about Robert Woods. I mean, I think anybody can tell just how much he means to the team, both obviously before the injury and after the injury. What impact has he had on your first season, pre-injury, and then obviously how has he post-injury continued to impact the team, you and the entire team, really?
Yeah, I mean, Robert Woods is the LA Rams. When I think about him, I think about toughness. I think about attention to detail. I think about unselfishness. I think about all the things that we talk about as a team that we want to be. That's bottled up into one person. And Robert was an unbelievable guy when it came to me, just getting to know the guys on the team, getting to work in the off season. I remember the times that we come out here and throw and work together when nobody's out there, and just the work that he puts in, the professional that he is, the leader that he is, both in his play and the way he goes about his business day in and day out. I know he set the tone for so many guys on our team, including myself, just watching him go to work with the attention to detail and the passion that he played for, when he was out there with us. And when we lost him, that was a big hit to our team. It was a big hit to our team, both, for catches and touchdowns and all that kind of stuff, but really emotionally as well. The few guys on our team care more about each other or care more about other guys than Robert Woods. And that hurt our team, but he's continued to impact our team. Even though he's not out there on the field, we see him in the training room getting ready and getting back for next season. I know he will. Just kind of person he is, the kind of drive that he has. But he's one of our brothers. He's a guy that means a lot to me, means a lot to a lot of guys in our building. And he's what's right about the LA Rams, and he should take a whole lot of pride in the fact that he's helped us in so many ways, both on the field and off the field, get to the point where we are today. And I know a lot of guys will have him, along with some other guys on our team that have been lost to injury. We'll have them on our mind as we're playing on Sunday.
And we'll go to Ben Baby from ESPN.
Hey, Matthew. So I actually do a workshop at Highland Park every year. They do a thing called Lit Fest for the kids. And every year we talk about media stuff and stuff like that. So I figured since I'm talking to you this year, I'd talk to you before I talked to you in a couple of weeks. How have you viewed your interactions with media throughout the course of your career, and what kind of pros and cons, or how has it kind of played a role in how you went about things as an NFL quarterback, and how has it been important or not important to a degree?
Yeah, I think I was exposed to it at a young age. I remember playing Ennis my sophomore year of high school at Texas Stadium and winning the football game and a playoff game, and a bunch of cameras coming to rush and talk to me. So I feel like I've been exposed to it, at a young age. And I think, when I look back on it, the biggest, learning curve for me is just through experience, through repetition, being able to do it, being able to talk to people, and then just try to treat each question like it's a conversation, and think out a little bit beforehand, what questions might come up. You play a game, hey, what might come up here? Or I'm in this situation, what might come up? And just be able to give yourself some time to think about that, reflect on that, so that you're giving people like you guys that are doing a job, an answer that's worthy of something, and something they can take and put to paper and make it important. So as far as it, the role that it plays in my life every single day, I don't have social media. I don't pay too much attention to it. at the same time, I'm not a robot. I don't miss everything. I see some stuff, although I haven't seen that picture they were talking about of my wife putting up on me. But I just try to have a healthy relationship with it, understand what it is. Everybody's trying to do a job, but at the same time, having respect for each other is the main thing.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Matthew, and thank you for your attendance today. That will conclude today's session. So yeah, thank you.
Awesome. Appreciate it. Thanks, everybody.
And there you go. Of course, that was quarterback Matthew Stafford. If you got a chance to tune in and listen, you heard what he had to say regarding this week's matchup, Super Bowl 56. Darren Smith with you live on Radio Row here in Los Angeles, California at the Convention Center. Want to thank so many people. Got all week to do that, but we're going to be having interviews and stuff scheduled a little bit later on this evening. Lined up. It is almost 3:00 here in the afternoon. So first day, a little slow coming in with the guests, whatever. But as the week goes by, or as the days go by, we'll obviously be picking up the amount of guests that'll be coming through, and so we'll be going live throughout the day. And again, today's day one is brought to you by Lincoln University along with Gates Barbecue. So, hey, make sure you get a chance to tune in. Also want to thank Cherry Sports Gear, Todd's Clothier and Tailored Suits, along with KOTV ABC7 and Tyler, Texas, to make all of this happen for this week. And so, look, we'll be back in just a little bit. Right now, I'm going to take a little break, take a little restroom break. Some of us have to do those type of things. I got a few interviews a few commitments on some interviews that I have to do right now. And if you miss what Stafford says, once this broadcast ends, you can go back and rewatch it. He spoke for 45 minutes, so I'm not about to recap all that. So, but look, make sure you support our sponsors, and also just stay tuned to this channel, the network, and we'll bring you more live stuff from Radio Row here at the Los Angeles Convention Center in LA, California, home of Super Bowl 56.
Thinking about a career in law enforcement? The Lincoln University Law Enforcement Training Academy is the only one of its kind, a semester-long evening program focused on diversity and learning how to handle the biggest issues facing law enforcement officers today. We train recruits to be community-oriented police officers. You'll graduate with confidence, ready to meet the needs of our communities. Located in Jefferson City, Missouri. Learn more at lincolnu.edu. The big game is fast approaching. As you plan for the big game and do your shopping, remember, sauces and seasonings stand as our unique signature products that add flavor and excitement to all your meals, including salads and dips. For that unmistakable taste, buy Gates. It's a Kansas City tradition. Visit us on the web at gatesbbq.com. Shipping all over the world. Hi, may I help?